Jerry?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Show me the money.
With an approximated net worth of $400 million, Shaquille O'Neal ranks 6th on the list of the wealthiest NBA players ever. Despite being retired for almost a decade, Shaq's yearly earnings are estimated at $30 million, and he's slowly but surely climbing up the cash ladder, hoping to crack the top 5 of the richest basketball players in the world. Looking at the guy's fame, how talented of a basketball player he was, and how involved as a business mogul he is, becoming one of the NBA's biggest moneymakers was the obvious route for O'Neal. He is a prime example of what can happen when an NBA superstar uses his basketball platform to ramify his business turnout outside of the game itself. And trust me, very few did it better than Shaq. Coming out of LSU, Shaq was coming up as the NBA's next big thing. And fairly so, the guy averaged 24.1 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocked shots his last season at the Louisiana State University. Taking that next step and becoming a professional basketball player was a logical turn of events for young O'Neal. And so, he declared for the '92 NBA draft with the likes of Alonzo Mourning, Jim Jackson, and Christian Laettner. The Orlando Magic were proud owners of the first pick, and they decided to use it on the 7'1", 300-pound big man. Shaq quickly became one of the best centers in the league, winning Rookie of the Year in 1992. On top of that, pairing him and Penny Hardaway was one of the most exciting 1-2 punches in the entire association at the time. Their flashiness quickly grew into competence, as the young duo led Orlando to the 1995 NBA Finals, where they got swept by Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets. But what was supposed to become an organically grown dynasty fell apart after the Magic's Eastern Conference Final exit the very next year. The reason behind it was of financial nature, as the Magic failed to meet Shaq's contract demands. Then came the LA Lakers, led by the Logo himself, offering Shaq $120 million over 7 years. Due to the collective bargaining agreement that resulted from the '95 lockout, restricted free agency was eliminated for the first and only time in the salary cap era, meaning that Orlando couldn't match LA's offer, making Shaq officially a Laker. O'Neal's run with the Lakers can be best described with a single word: championships. The pairing of him and Kobe Bryant took the league by storm, winning 3 straight NBA championships from the year 2000 until 2002. It was one of the greatest dynasties of the modern NBA that was forcibly broken up due to personal differences and arguments by the organization's 2 biggest superstars. The aftermath of the Kobe-Shaq feud was O'Neal getting traded to the Heat in 2004 after he had spent 9 years wearing purple and gold. Playing in Miami, Shaq continued where he left off, at least team success-wise. He and Dwayne Wade led the Heat to the 2006 NBA championship after beating Dirk Nowitzki's Dallas in a 6-game final series. His ring with Miami turned out to be Shaq's final piece of championship jewelry. After his title run alongside D. Wade, O'Neal stayed with the Heat for a couple of seasons before he got traded to the Phoenix Suns. Shaq's campaign in Phoenix lasted only 2 years before he decided to join LeBron James in a quest to bring a title to Cleveland. After losing to the Celtics in the conference semifinals, Diesel decided to ring chase, as he joined the team that had bounced him out of the postseason with the Cavs. 38-year-old Shaq had one season run with Boston that ended with the C's losing to Miami in the second round of the playoff, after which Diesel announced he's retiring from the NBA. Over his 19-year NBA career, O'Neal earned $292 million, ranking him 3rd on the all-time list of NBA players who've made the most contract-wise, behind only Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett. Shaq did a great job setting himself for life after basketball, and as you'll find out soon enough, he's equally as dominant off the court as he was during his all-time great NBA run. Looking at the following table, we can get an insight in Shaq's on-court earnings. Playing for the Orlando Magic, he earned $17 million. Playing for the LA Lakers, he earned $172 million. Playing for the Miami Heat, he earned $40 million. Playing for the Phoenix Suns, earned Shaq an additional $41 million. Playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers, earned Shaq $20 million. And finally, playing for the Boston Celtics, earned Shaq $1.3 million. The sum of his approximated total on-court earnings equals to $290,198,327. Being one of the biggest sports influencers is only a tiny fraction of Diesel's business empire. It all started back in the 90s when Shaq explored a career in the film industry, appearing in films such as Blue Chips and Kazam. O'Neal's filmography today includes 45 credits as an actor, 19 credits as a producer, 1 credit as a director, 3 writing projects, and much more. Shaq has also dived into the music industry, either through producing soundtracks for TV projects or building his own discography. Diesel's opus consists of 4 studio albums, 2 compilation albums, 2 soundtracks, 1 unreleased album, and 9 singles. In 1993, O'Neal was signed to Jive Records, where he released his debut album, Shaq Diesel. The album peaked at number 25 on the Billboard 200 and was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. Today, Shaq continues being involved with the music industry as an electronic music producer that goes by the name of DJ Diesel. O'Neal tours the world visiting festivals and has created a part-time music festival of his own called Shaq's Funhouse in Miami. Diesel also featured on the covers of video games, from different versions of NBA simulations to RPGs and fighting games. He's also appeared on multiple reality TV shows such as Punk'd, Fear Factor, and others. And he has hosted some himself. Today, Shaq the TV persona is mostly known for being an NBA analyst, joining Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley in what has become an iconic basketball TV show called Inside the NBA. Just recently, the big guy has signed a multi-year extension with TNT to continue on its NBA coverage. He will also serve as an executive producer for a number of projects with Turner Sports and will appear on NBA TV and contribute to NBA.com. But movies, music videos, and Inside the NBA are only a fragment of television formats you'll see Shaq on. It's his endorsements that dominate the TV screens. A quick flip or surf on a TV or digital device, and Shaq is likely to turn up touting Papa John's Pizza, the General Car Insurance, Carnival Cruisers, and Icy Hot Pain Relief Pads. According to the Investopedia website, Shaq has endorsed more than 50 companies' products and services, including the likes of Vitamin Water, Burger King, Kraft Foods, Pepsi, Comcast, Radio Shack, and Taco Bell, just to name a few. And Shaq is not just a paid spokesman in many cases. At Papa John's, he is the co-owner of 9 franchises and sits on the Troubled Pizza chain's board of directors. He also has many other equity stakes in the business. They report that his private business ventures include ownership with partners of 155 Five Guys burgers, a car wash chain, fitness centers, 3 Las Vegas nightclubs, and several Auntie Anne pretzel stands. Shaq is Carnival's chief financial officer, while also serving as the brand's biggest ambassador. And the thing about O'Neal is that he isn't your typical former athlete trying to jump on every business opportunity that presents itself. The big guy actually has an educational background, giving him a theoretical understanding of the world of business. While still playing in the NBA, O'Neal went back to the LSU to get his bachelor's degree. He then got his master's degree from the University of Phoenix by taking online courses, but it still wasn't enough. So in 2012, Shaq graduated with a PhD in education from Baylor University in Miami, demanding to be addressed as Dr. Shaq. And let me tell you, Dr. Shaq is killing it in his post-basketball era. His business portfolio also includes Google, Apple, Reebok, Big and Tall, Ring, NRG Sports, Loyal Holdings, etc. When he's not selling other brands, he's pushing his own branded products, including Shaq Suits, Shaq Sneakers, and Shaq Jewelry line. Oh, and he's also a minority owner of the Sacramento Kings. So hats off to Dr. Shaq. Very few are doing it on the same level as he is. With the trajectory he's on, cracking the richest top 5 is a lock. In 1993, Shaq bought his first piece of real estate, the $4 million mansion near Point St. Lucie, Florida. Acapulco remained O'Neal's primary home for the next 25 years before the Hall of Fame big man listed it on the market for $28 million. The house is larger than life and audacious, much like the homeowner himself. The 31,000 square foot, 12 bedrooms, 15 bath estate sits on Lake Butler in the gated Isleworth community and comes with 6,000 square foot indoor basketball court, a theater room, a 17 plus car garage, and a 15-foot deep pool with a rock wall climbing feature. Shaq dropped the asking price to $21 million before it finally came off the market in 2019. O'Neal's LA home is also up for sale after Diesel bought it for $1.8 million back in 2018. After first listing it through the LA-based real estate agency Compass, Shaq withdrew the listing and decided to try a different approach: social media. O'Neal posted a video giving his 15.3 million followers a look inside his 5,217 square foot home in a gated equestrian community outside of Los Angeles. The house has 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and sits on a 1-acre lot, offering a swimming pool and spa, a fire pit, a lawn, and landscaping. The video has reached nearly 3.5 million views, but there hasn't been official information that the property has been sold. Nevertheless, nice try by Dr. Shaq. With inside the NBA being his daily job, O'Neal is currently living in a 2-house compound outside of Atlanta. It's a $1.15 million property Shaq has bought in 2016, and it includes 2 homes, a 3-stall barn, and a swimming pool on more than 14 park-like acres. A large workshop is attached to the barn. The main house, a brick-lined traditional built in 2008, has a 2-story foyer, an office, and a master suite with 2 oversized walk-in closets. A 12-seat home theater, a game room, and the gym lie within a finished basement level. The second home has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and an attached sun porch. The 2 houses combine for a total of 8 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and more than 7,400 square feet of space. Should be enough for the O'Neals. Shaq's car collection is equally as impressive as the collection of the real estate he owns. O'Neal's first ride was a $150,000 Mercedes-Benz, bought an hour after Shaq inked his first $1 million contract. Over the years, Shaq's garage collection grew so much that today he reportedly owns around 30 different types of rides. The best thing about O'Neal's vehicles is that most of them are adapted to fit the 7.1 Giant. The list includes a customized Waydor Roadster, a Vanderhall Venice 3-wheel Roadster, a convertible Dodge Challenger Hellcat, Polaris Slingshot 3-seater aka Slingshack, Polaris Slingshot 4-seater, a smart car, extended Ferrari F355, an Escalade with butterfly doors, a Ford F650, Land Rover Range Rover, Chevy G1500, Buick LaCrosse, Dodge Charger Hellcat Police Special, Cadillac DTS aka Shakalak, Ford F-150, and the Jeep Wrangler. Then there are rides that Shaq didn't have to modify to be able to fit in them, but you've seen those. They are much more on a regular note. His collection of customized cars, however, is far from regular. So is Dr. Shaq. What's also irregular about O'Neal is the way that he's using his platform and wealth to make a difference. Very few are doing it to the extent that Shaq's doing it. His main philanthropic channel remains the Shaquille O'Neal Foundation, offering Shaq to School and Shaq-a-Claus programs, providing basic school supplies needed by kids with socioeconomic challenges, as well as toys, clothing, meals, and more to underprivileged kids across the country. Shaq is also the man behind donating $1 million to the Boys and Girls Club of America to create technology centers and clubs nationwide, as well as being involved in countless individual cases of helping the ones in need. And the best thing about it, O'Neal isn't doing it to boost his image. Shaq's doing it because he honestly thinks it's the right thing to do. He truly is a large man with an even larger heart. There aren't many people like him in the world today. NBA salaries and business ventures combined, Shaq has reportedly made around $700 million. The guy has made one of the smoothest transitions from being an NBA superstar to becoming a business mogul, and is widely recognized as one of the best entrepreneurial athletes in the world. Where will it take him? It's impossible to tell. Challenging MJ for the wealthiest NBA player title might be a reach. However, challenging everyone else is a lock. And as he's shown time after time, Dr. Shaq is always up for a challenge. How wealthy do you think Shaq will end up by the end of his life? Let us know in the comments, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more great basketball content. Thank you for watching.